Hello everyone, I am a training teacher from EGU Thinking Play and Learning Research Center. Today, I will guide you through an exciting new set of play materials, the Magniworld. Welcome everyone, follow me into the child's world, to explore and enjoy in our Magniworld. Before we start, let's first watch a short promotional video to get a quick impression of Magniworld. Now that we've watched the promotional video and gained a general understanding of these materials, let's start today's training journey. Today's training is divided into 4 parts. Part 1. Project Origins. We will introduce our expert team and our core design philosophy. Part 2. Material Overview. An introduction to the specific game materials included in the Magniworld set and how they can be combined. Part 3. Versatile Gameplay. A showcase of the various types of games and activities that can be developed using these materials. Part 4. Service and Support. An overview of the comprehensive support we provide to teachers to help facilitate the efficient organization of play activities. Now, let's move on to the first part, the project origin. Magniworld was developed under the leadership of Professor from the Toy Research Center at Hejiang Normal University, together with a team of experts. The team members cover multiple research fields and are able to provide kindergartens and teachers with systematic, professional resource support and teaching research services. We always adhere to the core philosophy of everything for the child. Play is the fundamental way young children learn, and toys serve as children's textbooks. We continuously reflect on how to materialize educational philosophies and early childhood research findings, designing play and learning materials that meet the needs of high-quality early education. High-quality play and learning materials can support children's development from a zero baseline to high achievement. The so-called zero baseline means that regardless of age group, even younger children in the nursery class can easily engage with this material from the very beginning. Magniworld is precisely such a low-structure play material, allowing even young children to initiate play independently. The so-called high achievement is reflected in the diversity of play possibilities within Magniworld. In addition to basic construction games, it can also be used for movement games, rule-based thinking games, and even environmental creation, truly supporting children's multifaceted development. The reason we propose the companionship-based development concept of zero baseline, high achievement is that children undergo rapid development during their 3 years in kindergarten, with significant individual differences. Play and learning materials designed based on this philosophy can meet the gaming needs of children of different ages and developmental levels. Next, we will take a closer look at what are the play materials included in Magniworld. This table presents the complete materials of Magniworld. As we can see, the materials are rich in variety and sufficient in quantity, provide a solid foundation for children to engage in diverse forms of play. The first type is magnetic materials, which serve as the core components and feature magnetic properties. They include 3 basic shapes: squares, trapezoids, and triangles. Specifically, these consist of magnetic square piece, magnetic square frame, magnetic trapezoid piece, magnetic trapezoid frame, and magnetic triangle piece. The second type is accessories, including perforated cube and perforated square piece, both are square-shaped. Perforated round plate and solid round plate, the difference is whether they have holes. As well as rods in 3 sizes: long, medium, and short. Also included are pipe frame, pope line, ball, and light shadow frame. These materials help enrich play formats and enhance possibilities for construction and exploration. The third type is movable combination materials, which include movable base, connector, and connecting ropes in long and short lengths. These 3 types of materials support children in engaging in dynamic play. The bases are designed with universal wheels, allowing free movement, a feature highly popular among children. In addition, number dice are provided for use in thinking games, promoting cognitive development. The content of this table is also presented in the Materials Introduction section of the guidance manual. You may read the manual after the training to further reinforce your understanding. Now, with such a rich variety of materials, how can children combine them into a cohesive whole? First are the magnetic block materials. As mentioned earlier, each edge of these materials is magnetic, allowing children to connect them at any angle and freely construct a wide variety of models and structures. In addition to basic construction, the magnetic properties also enable more creative plays. Let's take a look at some examples of children using these materials. In this image, children used magnetic pieces to create an enclosed space, a square area where they placed small crayfish and played a game of fishing for crayfish. At the same time, magnetic pieces can also be attached to irony surfaces. If there are irony structures or equipment in the kindergarten, children can stick magnetic pieces onto them. This not only adds aesthetic appeal but also makes the game more engaging. For example, in this picture, magnetic pieces were used to build an obstacle course, with spaces left in the middle for children to step over or duck under, adding variety to the play. In this video, magnetic pieces were attached to an iron chain, and teachers played a throwing game together. In addition, a small carts can also be combined with magnetic pieces. As shown here, after attaching magnetic pieces, the cart becomes more visually interesting and versatile. With the addition of a canopy, it can even be transformed into a rickshaw, supporting role-play scenarios. It's clear that the magnetic features offer endless possibilities for creative and dynamic play. Next, let's look at the second type of auxiliary play materials. As you may have noticed, many of the components in Magniworld are designed with holes, such as the perforated discs and perforated cubes. These perforated materials can be combined with long, medium, and short rods for threading and stacking activities. It's worth mentioning that the triangular and square magnetic pieces also feature central holes, allowing them to be used together with flexible rods to construct a variety of shapes and structures. The accessories materials also include pipeline, pipe frame, light shadow frame. These components are primarily assembled through interlocking and snap-fit connections. The light and shadow frames and pieces are perfectly sized to fit into the magnetic square frames. Each frame features 4 round holes, each equipped with a small raised ledge to securely hold the tubes in place, preventing them from slipping and causing the structure to collapse. The light shadow pieces come in a variety of vibrant colors. In sunlight, they project colorful shadows, sparking children's curiosity and exploration. In darker environments, children can use flashlights to investigate the relationship between light sources and shadows, exploring how factors like angle and distance affect the shape and size of shadows. The tubes can also be used with small balls to explore how rolling trajectories relate to path design, or combined with sand and water for sand and water play activities. If kindergartens already have other materials, they can also be combined with Magniworld components to expand the possibilities for sand and water play. Let's take a look at a case of children's exploration.
啦啦啦，阳光洒下来，跟着节拍摇摆，不用去等待。啦啦啦啦啦，烦恼都甩开，快乐就现在，快乐就现在。睁开眼睛，微笑醒来。
In this case, the kindergarten had a small vegetable garden, and the children wanted to water the plants. However, the water source was some distance away. They came up with the idea of combining the kindergarten's existing piping materials with Magniworld components to build a water flow system. As a result, by standing in one place to pour water, the children were able to channel the water all the way to the vegetable beds, demonstrating their problem-solving abilities in action. Next up are the movable combination materials. The movable base has a distinctive design with holes on all 4 sides. Can you guess what these holes are used for? As you can see in the image, the connectors are used to link multiple bases together through these side holes. This is a detail that can easily be overlooked. When you want to connect several movable bases to form a larger movable platform, it's important to use the connectors to join them securely, ensuring greater safety and stability. The long and short ropes come with clips on one end, which can also be fastened into the holes to pull the base along. In addition to the side holes, the top of the base features a raised circular structure. Interestingly, the square and triangular magnetic pieces, perforated cubes, and perforated discs all have matching holes. This means these components can be snapped onto the base, making it more comfortable for children to sit on and creating a dynamic, movable platform for active games. Tests have shown that even adults can stand or sit on the base safely, no worries about children. The movable base can also be used to transport items or materials. For example, children can build a small cart using magnetic pieces, place game materials inside, and pull it with the connecting rope to wherever they want to play. The dynamic mobile platform offers a wide range of play possibilities and can be combined with different body movements. Children can lie on it, sit on it, pull it, or slide with it. Let's take a look at this video. The base can be used individually, or multiple bases can be connected in a row, just like a caterpillar train moving together. In daily play, children often have their own ingenious ways to play. For instance, in this video, a child built a giant windmill structure on top of a mobile base, spinning the windmill as they pulled it along. Other children can also sit on the platform. As the number of participants increases, the play experience evolves. Beyond these applications, the Magniworld movable bases can be integrated with existing school carts. For example, by connecting two carts with ropes, children can sit inside. Now that we have explored the Magniworld materials and their various combinations, what types of games can we actually create with them? Let's move on to part 3, versatile gameplay. The magnetic properties of Magniworld can be used to assemble models, facilitate construction play, and build architectural spaces. These created models can also be integrated into the surroundings to form environmental creative spaces. At the same time, the materials can be used to establish physical activity zones and cognitive thinking spaces. With a single set of materials, a variety of games can be realized, creating 10,000 ways to play. Next, let's take a detailed look at how children engage in highly autonomous, multimodal, and high-quality play, and how they continue to perceive, understand, and create beauty within the dynamic environment of Magniworld. First is the structure space. Children can flexibly connect the magnetic tiles to build imaginative structure spaces. Here are a few models. The first two are traditional Chinese structures, the Mongolian yurt and the Beijing courtyard house. The third is the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Since these three structures all under the theme of architecture, children's construction play can be integrated with various themes to build corresponding models, thereby broadening their cultural awareness. Beyond these models, we have other themed series for reference, such as the Flora and Animal series, like birds, rabbits, cacti, and coconut trees, and so on. The Magniworld materials are relatively large, creating structures with a sense of space. Children can crawl inside to explore. During play, it's easy to see that young children are particularly interested in structures with a sense of space. Let's see how they play. In the video, children enthusiastically crawl inside, completely enclosing themselves. This process first demonstrates their construction skills, showing enclosing and stacking. It also involves spatial exploration. They use their own height to measure. For example, standing inside, they know their height is about the same as 3 magnetic tiles. It also involves peer interaction and social development. When children are trapped and want to continue building but can't reach the magnetic tiles, they will ask their peers for help. During construction, it's important to note that the magnetic tiles connect magnetically, not with clips or ropes, so don't press too hard when building. Also, pay attention to how children hold the magnetic tiles. Placing their hands in the center hole can prevent them from getting their fingers pinched when the tiles close. The side length relationship of the magnetic tiles is also have to notice. A trapezoidal magnetic tile has a shorter side and a longer side in a 1:2 ratio. Through manipulation, young children can subtly acquire number concepts, learning that exactly 2 square magnetic tiles are needed to overlap the longer side of a trapezoid. When build models, we can also use light-reflecting materials for decoration. It will look even more beautiful in sunlight, displaying different colors. When young children first encounter materials, they can be allowed to explore them freely, touching and manipulating them to gain an initial understanding of their properties, such as shape, color, and how different materials connect, thus accumulating visual experience. After gaining initial experience, guide them to imitate and construct. We provide construction cards for each model, allowing children to observe and imitate with the instruction of the cards, learning basic construction skills and combination methods. Through this process of imitation and construction, children continuously accumulate experience, gradually improving their skills and transitioning to thematic construction, expressing their ideas, and solving problems encountered during construction. Children's model will not be singular. The multiple models, as well as their interaction with the kindergarten environment, will form diverse environmental creation. This multi-scene environment creation space can be integrated into other areas of the kindergarten, such as the planting area, paintball area, sand and water area, and cycling area. In the planting area, stalls, delivery vehicles, and restaurants can be created. The sand and water area can be imagined as the ocean, with coconut trees, turtles, and small boats models. Similarly, the paintball area and cycling area can be combined with the kindergarten environment to create different themed scenes. Therefore, the Magniworld materials can be integrated with the kindergarten environment and materials, forming multi-scene environmental creation spaces. Within these designed environments, children will naturally enter into role-playing. Furthermore, this material is not limited to outdoor use. It is also suitable for indoor use. Let's see through the video how the Magniworld materials can be integrated into various areas and help young children engage in role-playing games. The Magniworld can also be used to create movement spaces where children can play sports games. The Magniworld materials allows children to quickly create shapes by simply absorbing, piecing and inserting together, efficiently building sport areas. Its magnetic properties also enable diverse models, making the sports areas lively and fun, and stimulating children's interest in movement. Basic child movements include walking, running, jumping, balancing, crawling, and throwing, all of which the Magniworld can fulfill. For example, the image on the left shows a caterpillar tunnel, which supporting the development of children's crawling skills in a fun and engaging way. We also have a series of sports combination instruction cards for teachers' reference. Besides individual combinations, each basic movement can also form a larger movement cycle. For example, the walking cycle includes straddle walking, balance walking, incline walking, and walking with a cart. Here's a brief overview of the relevant content. Running, jumping, balance, crawling, throwing. For more details, please refer to the cards and manual. When using Magniworld to create a sport area, there are a few points to keep in mind. First, materials are interchangeable. For example, if there aren't enough cubes, magnetic tiles can be used to create interlocking models. This also shows that the cards are just a reference and can be creatively adjusted. Second, the difficulty of the combinations can be adjusted. Different levels of children require different combinations. For example, for balance training, younger children with weaker balance should have low, gentle combinations. For older children with improved balance, the difficulty can be adjusted to create routes with varying heights or by adding obstacles. This is a significant advantage of Magniworld compared to other exercise equipment that allows for easy adjustment of difficulty and variation in combinations. Third, it's adaptable to various locations. It can be used both indoors and outdoors. Even in extreme weather, when children cannot go outdoors, their need for exercise remains. Magniworld can be freely combined and adjusted according to the available space, adapting to both indoor and outdoor venues. We can experience the sports space created by Magniworld materials again through this video.
Everything changes.
Finally, the Magniworld can also be transformed into an educational space. Young children can play thinking-based and brain-training games and engage in scientific exploration. The magnetic properties of the magnetic tiles themselves allow young children to explore magnetism. The light and shadow materials facilitate exploration of light and shadow, providing early scientific education. Furthermore, The different shapes of the magnetic tiles allow children to explore geometric relationships. Most importantly, Magniworld also support educational games and brainstorming. Why can Magniworld host thinking games? Because it has the foundation of the front-end product Magnidesk, and the two are similar in basic form. Can build similar models. Furthermore, because Magnidesk is thinking block, Magniworld shares 80% of its thinking games. Each thinking game also has cards, just like the construction and movement games, for teachers and children's reference. Similarly, when engaging in educational games, children also go through 3 stages: the exploration play stage, the intelligent play stage, and the creative play stage. In the exploration play stage, they learn the rules of the game. In the intelligent play stage, they explore game strategies. And in the creative play stage, they engage in game creation. Finally, let's look at the fourth part: service support. As the saying goes, only teachers who know how to play can nurture children who know how to play. In order to fully realize the value of Magniworld and promote children's development, we also provide a series of supports. First, we will provide game cards. There are 3 types. The construction cards are blue and have 2 sides. The front shows the building model, name and number, and the bottom shows the materials and quantities. The back shows the building steps. The second type is sports cards, which are green and include a serial number, name, illustration, material, and quantity. The third type is educational game cards, which are orange and also have 2 sides. The front side includes the game name, serial number, game illustration, required materials, and quantities. The back side features illustrated rules of the game. In addition to the rules on the game cards, each educational game also has video instructions, which can be viewed on YouTube. In addition to the cards, we also have a guide manual, which is a highly useful educational resource. The manual provides a detailed introduction to the product philosophy, material combinations, diverse play patterns, and includes supplementary appendices. All the content just mentioned is explained in detail in the manual. Teachers can refer to the manual as needed. In the appendix, we provide observation and assessment tools. These include children's game record sheets, approaches to learning rating scales, and various game evaluation checklists to help teachers better record and support children's play. There is also a construction overview table, which corresponds to the construction skills for each model, to help teachers conduct construction analysis. The last is storage material. How to store the material after game finish. If the kindergarten has storage cabinets, the materials can be sorted and placed in them. In addition to using the kindergarten's storage cabinets, they can also be integrated into the environment, using the material's own storage functions to create enclosed structures for storage. The above is a theoretical explanation. Teachers can use the cards to experience the 3 types of games: sports, intellectual, and construction, to familiarize with the materials and gameplay. Teachers are welcome to communicate with us frequently during future use. We hope today's training can support you in playing. Let's work together to be the guardians of children's great world.